asking your regular jobs, 9 to 5, working followers to donate $45,000 to you so that you can get your teeth fixed is not mindful at all. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this one, I thought I would give you my perspective on creator Jools asking his large 2.5, I think it's 2.4 by now because he lost 100,000 of them followers, to donate $45,000 to him so that he can fix his teeth. Now, if you don't know who Jools is, she is the creator of Very Demure, Very Mindful. As a matter of fact, she didn't create it. It was a smaller creator that, you know, started that trend, but Jools definitely is the one who popularized it, okay? It became really popular after she done it. You know, it became a huge trend on TikTok and here on YouTube as well. People were making all kind of videos talking about doing this, that, and the third. It's not very demure or very mindful at all, and she's become really massively successful and famous after that, so much so that she was invited to New York Fashion Week by, I believe it was Balenciaga, don't quote me on that, but I recall seeing a huge brand take her to New York Fashion Week. She also won the Influencer Award of the Year, and she said on Tamron Hall that she used to be able to command $45,000 to $85,000. I really need you guys to let that sink in. Being able to command $85,000 per video. Okay, so she made a lot of money. She even bought an apartment complex / apartment rentals where her family is living. Now, I don't know if she's renting some of the apartments or not, but I do know that she owns the entire complex and that her family is living in it. And this weekend, she got in the sauce and went super viral for, again, setting up a GoFundMe and asking her followers to donate money so that she could get her teeth fixed. Now, my thought on this is that, first of all, the way she went about it is wrong. Okay, she didn't take any form of accountability while she was asking for that money. I wish she said something along the line of, I know I've made a lot of money. I myself said on Tamron Hall that I used to make $45,000 to $85,000 per video, but you know, I blew to all that money because I like financial literacy or something like that. It's important to say as well that Jools said that she used to suffer from a white powder milk addiction following viral TikTok fame. So I guess a lot of the money went through financing that habit as well, because we know that, you know, it's a very expensive habit. It's $70 a gram, and you know, users use at least 2 grams per day, so that's $140 every single day. That's a very expensive habit to have. It's a lot of money. So first of all, I wish that she would have taken some accountability at least, but that's not the route that she went. You can go on TikTok and see how she asked for that money. She since deleted the video, but you know how the internet is forever, so some people did screen grab it and you know, it's there, it's on TikTok, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is influencers are overpaid. I don't care. Content creators are overpaid. I think the same thing about soccer players, by the way. I think $85,000 is too much money for a video. And I say this as someone who aspires to get paid for my work as well, but not that much. Okay, that is crazy. And it's not the first time that I hear these sums. I've heard Patricia Bright say before that she could command $60,000 for a video, and I personally think that's way too much. I personally, even as someone who aspires to get paid for content, think that it wouldn't be a bad thing if there was a cap on it, if influencers or content creators could not get paid more than $50,000 for a sponsored post or a video. I do feel like that is a fair amount. It's already too much, but I really feel like that is the maximum, in my opinion, that creators should be able to get for their work, because $40,000, $60,000, $85,000 that's really ridiculous. Okay, it's a lot. a whole lot. So that is my first thought. And you know, I'm not trying to say that content creators haven't worked hard in order to get there. Listen, there is nobody, literally nobody on earth who knows how hard content creators have to work in order to build an audience. As someone who is trying to do that myself, as somebody who has been posting content on this platform for the past 4 years, and it's only a month ago that my channel got monetized. So for 4 years I posted regularly. Okay, I posted really regularly the last year, but I used to post kind of regularly as well the other 3 years, and it's only again 30 days ago that my channel got monetized. So I know how hard it is to build an audience. I know how hard it is to get people and keep people to engage. So this is not me saying that, you know, content creators don't work hard. I know a lot of viewers think that. They think, oh, you know, this is not work. These people just talk to a camera. Why do they make so much money? And again, they make too much money, but still there is a lot of work involved in building an audience. I feel like the reason why a lot of people think that it happens overnight is because they discover these creators overnight, and they usually discover these creators when the creators have made it, right, when the algorithm is actually pushing their stuff. So they don't see the years and years and years and years that the creator have had to invest before the algorithm finally picked them up, right? I remember, for example, Jackie Anna from the Little Pumpkin 08 days, right? Those days are long gone, but it was a very long time ago. You know, Jackie had to work hard at building an audience. So did Patricia. Hell, even Kelly Sims. A lot of people don't know this, but Kelly actually has been doing YouTube for a very, very, very long time. I remember a channel that she had with her brother years. When I tell you years, I'm talking 10 years ago. Okay, so she have had different YouTube channels, tried different things, threw a lot of things at the wall for something to stick. Okay, so I'm not saying that they don't deserve to be paid for the hard work that they've put in. All I'm saying is that it's a bit too much. And I feel the reason why a lot of people feel like content creators just make it out of the blue is because content creators tend to delete their older videos, right? Think about it. When you first start YouTube, generally you don't have a camera, so you're using your phone, so the lighting is not that great. For a lot of people, the audio is not that great because they don't have a fancy mic or whatever. So when a lot of influencers make it, they tend to delete their older videos. You know, management asks them to do it, or perhaps they themselves are just not happy with the quality of that work anymore. Sometimes they also have rebranded, so what they're talking about now is very different from what they used to talk about then, so they delete those videos for those reasons as well. So that's why sometimes when you go on pages of some content creators, you see that every video has 20,000 views, 40,000 views and up, right? So you feel like, oh, this person has always, you know, lived this way, where really they have not. I'm sure, you know, they have some videos that they have privated that had only 20 views. I know that for the longest time my channel used to only get 20 views, only 20. It's views that I was grateful for, but it's just now that my channel is starting to get, you know, 200, I'd say, I average now per videos, which is something that I'm immensely grateful for. It is 10% of my audience, and it is 10 times more than what I used to get just a couple of weeks ago. So I'm genuinely grateful for it, right? So that is the first talking point that I had when it comes to this. Another thing is, I'm so tired of influencers begging online. I'm just over it at this point. Like, stop begging online. It's not right for you to have had all this money, mismanaged it, and then come and ask people who are probably struggling as well, and perhaps even more than you are, and you are asking them for the hard-earned money. Jools has a G-Wagon. I said it before, he has an apartment complex. He has dolls that cost $4,000, yes, US dollars a piece. He has an entire collection of them. Before you ask your followers for money, how about you sell those dolls first? One of them? No? Okay, girl. I see you. Anyways, whether it's Jools or no, I'm just tired of creators begging for money online. It's of very poor taste, especially given the fact that most of the time it's not because something really catastrophic happened in their life. Like, if your house gets flooded, then I really understand why you would set up a GoFundMe. And I'm not against audiences donating to their favorite creator. If your favorite creator is live, for example, and let's say that in the past they really did say something that really resonated with you, or something that helped you in your life, then, you know, I'm not mad at you donating whatever it is you feel like donating, right? I'm definitely not mad at audiences supporting creators by becoming members here on YouTube, or supporting them on Patreon, etc., etc., right? If you feel like what the creator has to say behind the paywall is something that you'd be interested in, then it's definitely something that you can pay for. I myself have been a Patreon of for Harriet, I've been a Patreon of Steph Co, and a lot of other creators. So I've definitely supported creators before. I think it's right that they get paid for their work. Again, not ridiculous amount in my personal opinion, but some money should be paid, of course, for someone intellectual property, right? So that is not something that I am mad at, but the begging is getting out of hand. Too many content creators are way too comfortable. Honestly, I get secondhand embarrassment just watching them begging online, begging for rent, begging for this, begging for that. Jools has begged before for Renaissance ticket. Like, I really need you guys to let that sink in. Like, that is really damn ridiculous. Like, why should people donate money for you to go and see Beyonce? For why? I'm sorry, but it's not a necessity. Like, it's not rent. In some cases, I guess, if something really terrible happened, I could even understand the creator asking people to help for rent. But why would you ask people to help for you to go and see a concert of Beyonce? Like, don't you feel like they too want to see Beyonce? Like, come on, you guys, like, be so for real, be so serious. Seeing Beyonce is a hobby. It's not a matter of life or death. Like, this is not serious. And the fact that people donate it is even more crazy to me. You know what? This is what y'all deserve, okay? I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Like, at the end of the day, if some people are willing to give, then I'm not mad at the grifters out here. You know, I've said this before, a fool and their money are easily parted. So if y'all are willing to give these people your money, then joke's on you, okay? Hell, I want to go and see Kelly Rowland. And I also really want to try a new restaurant that opened in my city. Going and eat out is my hobby. You guys, please, I can't even say it. I can't even get to the begging part. Like, it's gonna be a cold day in hell before you see me on here begging for money, okay? It's going to be a snowing day in hell. I was just not raised like that. Like, I would go and get a job. Like, why should I come online and beg for money? That is crazy. This video is gonna age well because I'm never going to come online and beg for money. That is just not right. And you know, if these creators did even give to their audiences before, then I would say okay, right? You know what kills me, like literally kills me, is how these people never give back. It's crazy. Most big content creators don't give their audiences jack. Literally nothing, okay? The few times that they do giveaways, it's usually in collaboration with the brand. Oh, you guys, this brand give me this, so you can enter the giveaway and I'll give it to you, right? But it's never them giving something. Like, if you make millions of dollars online, how come you can't give a little bit, some of it, 5%, 10% to your audience back? Like, these people supported you. Like, they literally got you to where you are. You guys, all of our hard work means nothing, literally nothing, without your support. I have spent 9 hours getting ready for working on filming and editing videos that flopped, okay? That got 20 views, okay? So that is proof positive that no matter how hard you work on a video, if nobody watch it, it means nothing. You can't go to brands and say, hey, I worked really hard on this video, would you all sponsor it? They'll laugh at your face, as they should, okay? You need an audience statistic. So and so much people watch my videos from this and this and this country, blah 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 blah, ta 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 ta. And then perhaps brands will want to work with you. So audiences are so important. They literally make these people, and once these people make it, they don't give back anything but just ask for more and more and more. And sometimes all they give is abuse as well. Or unsubscribe if you want to. Like, if you're not happy, this is my channel, this is my channel. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. Oh really, girl? It's your channel? Who knew? Did y'all know this was my channel? Girl, if you don't go sit your ass somewhere. What? Girl, please. Rude, abuse. But again, y'all deserve it because you guys don't unsubscribe. Y'all stay there, y'all take it. You know, y'all complain a bit here and there, but you take it. So why shouldn't they continue? Like, entitlement is at an all-time high. Victim mentality is at an all-time high. I'm sorry, but I was not going to donate to Jools GoFundMe because everything that happened to her was preventable. I'm sorry to have to be this person. Everybody knows you should stay away from drugs. We tell kids this all the time. Don't do drugs. This is not the 60s. It's not the 80s. Everybody knows that you need to stay away from drugs. And I'm saying this as somebody who knows that getting clean from an addiction is really, really hard. Okay, so I know how hard it is to get clean, but do you know what I also know? I know to stay away from drugs. Okay, as somebody who has the addiction gene, as somebody who comes from a family where addiction runs through, I know to stay away from drugs. Okay, as somebody who's been addicted to cigarettes for 15 years and have had a really hard time kicking that habit, that nicotine addiction, I know to stay away from drugs, and most adults know that too. You know what Jools need? She needs a job. Okay, I'm just gonna say she needs a job. You know, the problem of a lot of these big influencers is that they think they're bigger than the program. The program being life, being an adult, responsibility, being responsible for yourself. How you come begging for money from people who work 9 to 5, from people who work regular jobs that you yourself, mind you, think you're too good for. She said somewhere in the video that getting a job wouldn't help her. Yes, it would. It would help you get a little bit of money. Okay, it may not help you get, you know, the 45,000 that you need, but it will help you get a little bit of money. It would help you with branding as well, right? Because it will help your followers see that at least you are trying, you know, you are doing something, and then they would be more inclined to help you, because it's witchcraft to come and ask for your followers who work 9 to 5 that some of them hate, some of them are burnt out working jobs that they hate, to ask them for their hard-earned money when you yourself refuse to work is witchcraft. Okay, and I just watched Steph Curry's videos about this subject, and she was saying that Jools cannot get a job because he's so famous and people were going to make fun of him. Stephanie, please. Okay, people get made fun of at their job all the time. Okay, people have toxic bosses, people get bullied at their jobs, and I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying for some people that is their reality. Okay, that is what they have to go through every single day, and they still do it because they have rent to pay, they have utilities to pay, sometimes they have kids to feed, so they still do it, right? A lot of people hate their jobs, you guys. As a matter of fact, most people don't even work in the field that they study. They still do it, they still go through it because they are adults and they understand that they are not bigger than the program, which is something that a lot of these big influencers don't seem to understand. Honestly, I may have influencer fatigue because I am so tired again of these big influencers who never give anything. Listen, I have a small channel. I have not made any money off of this channel. That's a lie. As I'm speaking to you, I have made 70 euros, so $100, but I have given away 18-karat jewelry. I have given away a Louis Vuitton bag. I have given financial assistance to subscribers who've emailed me asking for it. And again, I have not made much money at all from this channel. If I was making real money from this channel, I would give a lot of it away. As a matter of fact, I'm pledging right now to give 10% of the money I make on YouTube to y'all. Okay, I can even give you the $100 I made. It's no problem, okay, because I understand that without y'all we would not be anything. So stop constantly asking your subscribers for stuff even though you give nothing. You ask for support, you ask for money, you ask, oh please please please, you guys support me, let me make the Sephora squad, please 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 get me inside the Sephora squad. And when they get you there, you don't give anything, not even free makeup, nothing. Like, oh my god, like a lot of big influencers are grifters. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care if this video makes me sound like a hater. Fine, let me be a hater then, but I really needed to get this out of my chest. It's too much. The begging is too much. Stop begging, especially again for trivial stuff like a Beyonce concert. A Beyonce concert is not air, it's not necessity, it's not something that you actually need. It's a want. A lot of people want a lot of stuff all the time and never get it. It's unfortunate, we can regret it. It's called life, it's called adulting. Okay, as a matter of fact, like I said before, I love going out to eat. Okay, going to restaurants is my hobby. You don't see me coming online and beg people to give me money to go out and eat. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy work, you guys, really. And you know, a lot of the people who are defending Jools right now are saying that, oh, poor Jools, she didn't know better, you know, she didn't know that she would not be getting brand deals all the time. Yes, she did. She did, because Jools was not a super small influencer, contrary to popular belief, before her viral moment. She actually had anywhere from 50 to 70,000, I don't remember, followers on TikTok before she had her viral moment. She said herself on Tamron Hall that she used to be able to command $2,000 per video before her viral moment, right? So she said that some brands didn't want to pay, that they would discuss her rates with her, whereas now she's charging a lot more, 85K, and they're willing to pay. And you know, she was trying to say that, you know, these brands, they don't want to pay you, but they have the money, blah blah blah, ta ta ta. But she was telling on herself, right? So that is proof positive, you guys, that she knew that influencer economy fluctuate. Anybody who is an entrepreneur knows that it fluctuates. Some, you have good months, you have bad months. Sometimes you have a lot of money, sometimes you don't make money, right? So you have to save. You have to save for your taxes. You need to save so that, you know, on the months where there's not a lot of work, you can still live, you can still pay your rent, you can still pay your bills. And she knew that. And yet and still, she still blew through all of her money, and now is asking for ours, well, for yours, because I for sure ain't giving anything. But I know y'all give money to celebrities, because I've seen y'all give money to Davido, okay? Nigerian superstar Davido. He was once making an Instagram live, and you know, he was just making a joke, I guess. He just wanted to see if people would actually give him money. And he said that he needed his money, and they did, okay? People were actually sending him money on Cash App or PayPal or whatever. So people out here are really mental, okay? Sending Venmo to Davido is, again, crazy work, okay? So Jools need to get a job. Listen, I've never been to America, but I know that Walmart is hiring. I know Amazon is hiring. They're always hiring, okay? I know that you can do Uber where this Uber is, or just normal Uber driving the car. So he can get a job. Go and get you a job, just like the people that you are begging money from, because I guarantee you that the people that follow Jools, some of them are really struggling, okay? Some of them are really struggling. Like, I don't think that big influencers understand that some of their audience are really struggling, and yet they still find it in their heart to be happy for them while they're unboxing channel after channel after channel after channel. You know, they comment, they support them to get into the Sephora squad, right? Even though they're struggling. Like, a lot of people who watch lifestyle content, especially people who watch lifestyle content, they watch it as a form of escapism, right? Because they're renting a room in an apartment, they don't have much, I guess, you know, they like thinking about, oh, how will it be someday if I'm able to afford this thing, the Chanel bags and this stuff. So they watch these lifestyle influencers as escapism, and yet and still, even though they're struggling students and whatever, struggling single moms, struggling to feed and clothe their kids, they still find it in their heart to be happy for these big influencers to comment, to subscribe, to share, to do all of the things that these influencers are asking. And yet and still they come and now they ask for our money, our hard-earned or hard inherited, I don't know, money. Like, no, absolutely not. Please stop doing this. Stop begging for money online. It's very embarrassing. Like, I don't understand. Unless if, you know, your house has been flooded, then sure, you can do a GoFundMe and I would be the first one to donate. But other than that, other than really hard life situations, needing, you know, to make rent and feed your kids and clothe your kids, and, you know, a good explanation also about why you are in this situation to begin with. Other than situations like that, you need to stop begging people for money online. It's embarrassing. It's not right. And, you know, in the Jools situations, apparently it's not even 45k that he needs for his teeth. It's 9k, because in a live, so if you don't know, a TikTok live is not like a TikTok video. You cannot always access it. Not all lives are saved, or I guess creators can decide not to have the live be something that people can rewatch. And even if you rewatch it, most lives are an hour, so most people are not really going to listen for an hour, like really listen to the point where they can remember every single detail. But apparently there's a TikToker who did that, and she said on the live that she only needed 9k for her teeth. So do you need 9k or do you need 45k? And this is not unusual among people who do GoFundMes. Sometimes people will need a certain amount, but then they will do a GoFundMe asking for a bigger, larger amount. So I guess they want to keep the rest of the money for why? People emergency funds are not money that you can get and save and keep. Like, oh my god, I'm so upset, you guys. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of annoyed. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's crazy. And her response to people making response videos saying that what she did is not right, that her asking us for money is not right, you know, a similar video to the one I'm doing right now, right? There are a lot of them on TikTok, was to say that she was going to unalive herself. Really, Jools? Really? She made a live where she sounded out of her mind, saying how she deserved this, you guys. She said that she deserved our hard-earned money, that she deserved us giving her money so that she could fix her teeth. She said that she was going to be known now for the creator of Very Mindful, Very Demure, that unalived herself. Say what? Listen, I don't think that we should entice people who come online and threaten that they are going to unalive themselves, because really there's only one way for them to prove that they mean it, and we don't want that for her. But it's not right. It's manipulative. It's giving narcissism. It's just not right. Okay, you are not entitled to other people's hard-earned money. Like, be so for real. Like, come on. This victim mentality and feeling entitled to other people's hard-earned money need to stop. In my opinion, Jools handled this whole entire situation very, very poorly. She should have just said, hey, I've been irresponsible with my money. I have found a job, but I would still appreciate if you guys could help me until, you know, I get on my feet. She should have started with selling her dolls. She should have started with selling her G-Wagon. Hell, she could sell one of the apartments she owns. Like, she owns the entire building, like the whole entire complex. Why don't you sell one of the apartments? You don't even need to sell all of them, since your family lives, you know, in it. But sell one apartment. If you sell one apartment, you can fix your teeth. Even if it was $45,000 to fix your teeth, if you sell one apartment, only one, you should be able to pay for all of your teeth. So do that instead of asking strangers who already supported you so much by getting you those 85K paying brand deals. Asking them to give some more, to chime in some more, is diabolical. Okay, you need to stop that. It's not right. You've asked them to pay for rent before and they have. You've asked them to get a Renaissance ticket before and they have. I'm sorry, that will never not be crazy to me. You've asked for so much and you've been given all of it. You've gotten so much. Now stop. Just stop. I know that she will never see this video, but I need to get this off my chest, you guys, because I don't know anybody who knows or cares about this story. So y'all are the only people that I can talk about this with, and I really needed to, because baby, listen, this whole entire situation was a lot. I guess I'm just really, really tired of influencers coming online and begging for money. Like, okay, let's stop it. Let's not do that anymore. Please, let's retire in 2026 and beyond, asking perfect strangers who are probably struggling as well in this economy. Everybody is, for money. It's not right. Let's not do it. That's the one thing that we should not do in 2026 and beyond. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. In the comment section down below, let me know, did you hear about this Jools situation? What do you think about influencers constantly coming online and begging for money? Would you have donated to the GoFundMe? And this story ends well, by the way, because Jools did get somebody to pay for the entire thing. Like, apparently somebody who's not even a dentist, so a very nice and very generous person, Karen Civil, I believe is her name. She volunteered to pay for the whole entire thing. So whether it's 9K or 45K, is going to be taken care of. So the whole situation ended up working really well for Jools. Also, given the fact that she is going viral again. As a matter of fact, I heard she's live talking about how she knew it was going to work out this way. So I don't know if the whole situation was engagement bait. That's also possible. You know, I put nothing past these big influencers, because a lot of Jools content lately has been complaining about how TikTok is not showing her stuff anymore to people. So maybe she did this entire thing because she wanted to get us talking, which is what she's getting now. Again, I don't put this past big creators, because big creators will do anything for engagement. Okay, so maybe she did this entire thing because she wanted to have us talking and, you know, have brands started reach out to her again and working with her again, sending her free stuff again. I don't know, it's possible. But yeah, at the end of the day, this worked out pretty well for her, because she found somebody who's going to pay for her teeth, and she's going viral again and getting traction and engagement again. So this is a story that ends pretty well for Jools. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, as well as becoming a member. You guys make the right person famous for once. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye guys. Mwah.